How's it going, all you beautiful people out there? My name is Aurelius, and welcome back to Occult Crime Police. Alright. We were right in the middle of talking to Dr. Amanda Neering. Is that right? Check the profiles and see. Angie Neering, that's what it is. And caught her in quite the lie, it seems. Wow, I didn't know that Miss Neering was capable of being caught off guard. But we did it Warren. Or that anybody could unironically say yipes. Yeah. So, Angie, care to explain how those scratch marks got there? The ones leading the trapdoor? These scratch marks there? What do you have to say for yourself? You think you've made some brilliant deduction. It's just an inconsistency in your story. I'm just trying to get the truth. Who's to say those scratch marks are from today? Well, we still have to account for if they were. We can't just assume that they were or were not. Like, our assumption is they were because we need an explanation to go with that. The Smart House project has been in development for many years now. That's hundreds of days during which somebody could have scratched up the carpet. You couldn't possibly have proof that those marks are recent. Surveillance from the house? Can the house tell us? As a matter of fact, I do. Impossible. No, not even a little bit. Completely possible. I don't know how yet, though. Hold on. Well, I'm a woman of science. I should never call anything impossible. Exactly. Thank you. Statistically improbable. Well, let's just see. That may be, but the odds are in my favor tonight. Here's the proof that the scratches in the carpet are from today. Oh, you want me to actually give her proof that the scratches in the carpet are from today? There will be no scrapping of any kind. It is imperative this launch goes well. We cannot afford any more delays on this project. Darsha, the new carpets will be ready in time for the tours. I've got contractors coming in the day before the event. Now, can we please talk about the AI? I don't think it's ready for the reveal. I keep getting erratic behavior and strange bugs. I need some time to troubleshoot the problems. I may even need to scrap the whole thing and start from scratch. It has come to my attention that the upstairs bedroom still does not have carpeting, despite the fact that our ground unveiling is... Okay, so it is the email. It is that email right there. You must have been busy the past few days, Miss Neering. Why, yes, I have... Oh, wait. This is a lead-in. I mean, yeah. Busy enough, it seems, to forget about this email exchange between you and Orrin Darsha. You can't do that. Let's take a look at this particular section. The new carpet will be ready in time for the tours. I've got contractors coming in the day before the event. Concerned, are we? As you can see, the scratch marks on the carpet must be from today. Because the carpeting wasn't even here before yesterday. No. This doesn't change anything, you know. Well, it means that the scratch marks are from today, so we have to account for them. Orrin Darsha's death was still an accident. And I'll prove it. With your precious testimony. Witness statement. Okay, I think this is Neering's third statement. Okay, let's hear it. Oh my. You can't just say letters and have them relate to words and think everybody knows what you're talking about. You giant narcissist. Come on. Really? You just... Oh my goodness. Nobody is this ignorant and conceited. Really? I just have to watch the letters. This is infuriating. You know none of this counts, right? Like, you saying letters does not mean a thing. Exactly, Warren. What the hell was that? My testimony. If you are actually as intelligent as you claim, you know that is not sufficient. At all. It wasn't a testimony. That was bad. It was bad, that is. Poetry, syllable puke, a malfunctioning junior jumble. Well, not syllable puke. Because, like, I'm assuming she was actually, like, saying the letters. As a matter of fact, it was a series of acronyms. But they don't mean anything, you idiot. You've taken enough of my time as it is. I can't afford to waste time speaking every sentence in full. Yes, you will. You must not know how the world works. Again with the acronyms at this point, she's just doing it to tick me off. I think so. We're accepting that you're actually going to make her redo it? Like, no. Tell me what it is you're actually saying. Yeah, I'm going to have to ask you to clarify what that meant. What a complete waste of my time. Well, the longer you just complain about things, the longer it's going to take, and I have all day. Obviously, I said, there are many explanations for the scratches in the carpet. That's not obvious at all. How presumptuous of you. See, the T stands for there. I wasn't confused about the concept of acronyms. Let's just move on. Really, it's not gonna, like, fix it for me? You can't really expect me to be able to guess what you're saying, can you? Of course not. For a clever enough mind, there should be no guesswork involved. That's just completely untrue, because it's just letters. It could mean anything. There are only a certain number of words that begin with the letter P. Oh my goodness. From there, only a certain number of words which begin with O can follow those words. Following the chain of causality, from there, one can logically arrive at the only possible combination. I beg to differ. Which in this case is perhaps one of the contractors installing the carpet did it by mistake. You honestly think the contractor is the one who left those scratches? Maybe, maybe not, but there's reasonable doubt for certain. Well, I don't know if reasonable doubt is the right word, or words. We could check for DNA traces in the carpet fibers. Perhaps, but Harper is impressively thorough when it cleans. How are the scratches still there if it cleaned the carpet? I doubt there would be any traces left behind. Not that it matters anyway. Alright, and you're still not telling me anything. Ah, well, this one is obvious. You said banana, apple, crumble, orange salad, mango, durian, pear, apricot. Exactly, yeah. What? No. How could you possibly come to that conclusion? The only logical conclusion in my mind, you're just naming fruits. Clearly it was besides. A couple of scratch marks doesn't prove anything. Honestly, I don't know where you get all those fruit names from. Oh, you were messing with me, weren't you? I was just trying to call you an idiot without calling you an idiot. So, moving on. Oh, don't freeze now. Be nice. Be nice. Actually, I was fishing for the answer to that acronym. And you fell for it hook, line, and sinker. Alright, and this. Am I a dentist? Because I sure feel like I'm pulling teeth right now. Do you really want to go through the motions for every one of these? Couldn't you just, for once, tell me what you meant without me prompting? I refuse to deem to lesser minds. If you want to know what I meant, you can ask. It's not lesser minds. You're just an asshole. Could you please explain what you meant by YWTPTWTOM question mark space WINGH exclamation mark? Ha, clearly I was saying you want to pin this whole thing on me. Well, it's not gonna happen. I don't want to pin it on you. I'm just looking for answers. Great. Good to know. Moving on. Really? You're not gonna fix any of them? It's exhausting. It means there's no proof that Darsh's death by the dressing contraption was anything but an accident. Oh, that was fast. Maybe even Miss Neering is getting sick of this charade. So you still think Mr. Darsh's death was the result of an accident? Of course, not even your precious scratch marks can prove otherwise. Perhaps Darsh realized early on that something was wrong, and tried to claw his way out of the trapdoor. There's just no evidence that this was anything but a machine error, and I'd like to see you prove otherwise. I'm just trying to get answers, not prove one thing or the other, just proof of the truth, whatever that may be. Oh my goodness. Okay, what the heck is going on here? That's a very good question, Ash. I haven't the slightest idea. It's an entire testimony of acronyms. Either Neering is trying to slow me down because she's afraid I'm on the right track, or she's just trying to mess with me. In either case, we're just going to have to press each statement just to figure out what they mean. Then we'll have to present evidence with contradictions, which contradicts the erroneous acronyms. What a pain in the neck. Sure hope Miss Neering is getting a kick out of this, because otherwise it's just needlessly complicated. Alright. Yeah, let's go through it again and see. There are many explanations for the scratches in the carpet. Fair enough about that. There could be many reasons for the stuff in the carpet. Stab in his back, bruises all over his body. Exact cause of death is broken neck. Feedback logs. Let's write the feedback logs from the smart house. Back. What does this mean again? You can't really expect me to be able to guess what you're saying. Yeah, just figure out what. Got the part. Yes. Thank you. No, thank you, actually. Perhaps one of the contractors installing the carpet did it by mistake. Okay, that is also a fair point. Let's check the email. Warranty at base24.com. Has come to my attention the upstairs bedroom still does not have carpeting, despite the fact that our grand unveiling is. Okay. Carpet by mistake. Could have. It's certainly a possibility. Yeah, I don't think it was Harper that cleaned. Alright, what does this mean again? Yeah. Besides, a couple of scratch marks doesn't prove anything. Okay. Okay. You're right, scratch marks don't prove anything, but we still have to find an answer for them. What does this mean again? Okay. You want to pin this whole thing on me? Well, it's not gonna happen. Any other? No, it's just the same device. Just trying to mess with me. Press each statement just to figure out what it means. Then we'll have to present evidence which contradicts the erroneous acronym. Yeah, just curious what evidence you're talking about, because she isn't like saying anything. Like every statement is just, well, it could not be me, basically. There's no proof that Darsh's death by the dressing contraption was anything but an accident. Well, I hate that the check mark doesn't go away. Like, go away. I do not want you here. Well, that was fast. Okay. Anything but an accident. Huh. Man. Okay, so her excuse is almost certainly is she which Orrin Darsha lost during his murder. That lost the shoe. Okay. More than an accident. Man, I am kind of stumped here. Like, I don't know what it wants me to find a flaw, because there's no, like, it doesn't help that I can't actually read. Like, it's infuriating. The game should, like, once you press it, should fix that. So, like, oh, this is clearly what you said. So I'm not going to go through just tons of text dialogue to figure out what this idiot is saying. That is frustrating. I didn't mean to do that. No proof that Darsh anything but an accident. Come on. What's wrong? Tried to claw his way out. There's no evidence this was anything but a machine error. Sure. I'm just going to try something just so I can get some of a... Okay, well, this is clearly not the answer, because she only does this, like the big boisterous presentation. Yeah, she's wrong. So it's the game's tell, like, hey, you done messed up. I'm familiar with the fact that those are supposed to be confidential. I have here the logs pertaining to the hour of Orrin Darsh's death. It shows tour mode deactivated at 5:30 p.m. In between then and the moment the body was discovered at 6, there's an interesting note here. At 5:51, it seems that the safety protocols were manually disabled. Now, why would somebody do something like that? Unless they were trying to stage an accident. You think I turned off the safety protocols so that I could kill Darsha? I'm just saying, you said there's no possible way. There is a possible way, because somebody made it possible. They did a thing. So, That's all I'm saying. Who else would have the authority to do so? I'm afraid your theory is for the birds, officer. For you see, although I am indeed responsible for turning off the protocols, I didn't do so until after Orin was already dead. You don't expect me to swallow that story, do you? What possible reason could you have to turn off a vital function like that? Simple. It was the first step in figuring out what went wrong with the contraption. I needed to see why the safety protocols malfunctioned so badly, so I had to turn them off to run some tests. Never got around to the rest of the steps because right around then the power went out. What do you think, Randy? Is it possible that the safety protocols were turned off after Mr. Darsh's death? No, it's not possible. It's clear that Orin Darsh was killed after the house's safety protocol was disabled, and the proof can be found within the feedback logs, specifically the entry at this time. Oh no. Tour mode. Deactivated tour mode. Arms demo. Tour mode disabled. Manual override safety protocols. TDC subroutine activated. I don't know. Communication error. So which ones of these are supposed to be, like, I don't remember what you just said. 30, 51, 52, 58. 30, 32, 30, 31, 52, 58. Turn mode disabled at 5:30. Okay, so she's already said she's the one that manually overrid the safety protocols. And we're trying to say that, well, actually, it's not possible for you to do that after he was dead. It was have to be before. It's a guess here because I don't know. Like, I can't remember exactly what they said. We'll go 558. Communications error, check connection. It's fair to say that this is when the power outage occurred, correct? Yes, that's right. Well, that leaves 7 minutes between when the safety system went off and when the whole house went off. More than enough time to kill Darsha with the dressing contraption. Wasn't in question here. And besides, there was even more time between the tour ending and the safety system going offline. If anything, it makes even more sense for Darsha's death to have happened first. Oh. Oh no, this is bad. I should take another look at the evidence. It's killed after the house's safety protocol was disabled. Proof can be found within the feedback logs, specifically the entry at this time. Okay, so it's not 58. I was just kind of guessing there. TDC, I don't know what that means, so I can't like point that out. And then tour mode disabled. Okay. '51, 52, and 30. 51 is the override. 52 is the subroutine. TDC. I'm assuming she's going to say it's some kind of like. Let's go for 52. Let's take a look at the entry of 5:52 p.m. TDC subroutine activated. When Ash and I found this, we were unsure what TDC could stand for. I still think it was Timothy Don't Creep. Ash, shut up. But looking at it now, I think it's pretty obvious that TDC stands for the dressing contraption. Clever, Warren. This subroutine was only activated after the safety system went down. And it's the only instance of TDC anywhere after the tour ended. The only possible explanation for this is that your entire debugging story is a fabrication. Heh. We got you, Neering. No amount of heh-heh-ha-has is going to save you. Well done there, officer. My great genius plan, you have foiled it. You have revealed the truth, which is that I was the mastermind behind Darsh's death. You're just saying it. Great, wonderful. But don't be too proud of yourself. What should have been a perfect plan was in fact ruined by one event I could not have foreseen. Allow me to explain my masterstroke. Witness statement. This is going to be absolutely horrible. It's going to be nothing but acronyms. I hate this. It's going to be so bad. Alright, well, we will have to deal with this next time. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching, all you beautiful people out there, and I will see you later.